Ladies and gents, welcome to tonight's episode of Morte D'Arthur. Tonight we rejoin with Sir Percivale and Sir Aglovale as they go off in their quest to find Sir Lancelot. Will they fare better than their father and their brother, Sir Lamorak? Well, so their father and their brother. Sir Lamorak wasn't both father and brother to them. That would be weird. They're not unheard of in these stories. But hey ho, we'll get into it anyway. Hello Black Rabbit. Hello Karen. Hello Luke. Come in, sit yourselves down. A big welcome to you all this Monday. How are you? How are we all? Hello Danny. Hello Amanda. Come in and welcome. Hello Barbie, good to see you. Come in everyone, come in, sit yourselves down. Hello Dre, how are you doing? It's good to see you again, Dre. Hello Dawn, how are you? Sit yourselves down. Hello Aaron, come in Aaron. Welcome. Hello everyone, come in. Well, I missed you too, Dre. Welcome back to the fun and games as we get into tonight. It's going to be a good show tonight. There's going to be much smiting, fighting going on, which is excellent. I've lost my stick. That can make things a bit difficult. I can substitute. My letter opener's gone and wandered off. Gone. No, it's here. It's here. Heartfelt poems coming next, Dre. Heartfelt poems coming at 9:30. First, we've got the tales of King Arthur and Sir Lancelot and Sir Aglovale. Poetry coming up next. Well, Aaron, thank you very much. It's a lovely thing to say. Gosh, we're all in a great mood this Monday, aren't we? That's what I like. Everybody's in a good mood. Brilliant, Dre. Brilliant. You are in the right place tonight. Hello Dawn, hello, come in, sit yourselves down everyone, sit yourselves down as I take a quick drink and then we get into tonight's show. No Dre, the hair does what it likes in the morning. I just let it go. Sometimes it's a bit flat, sometimes it's full. The hair is a thing of its own. It just changes its hairstyle depending on the week. Topshop, Aaron. Topshop. No, Top Man. Sorry, Topshop's for women. I call it Topshop. It's Top Man. Yeah, it's the manly side of it. Top Man. Yes, time to get serious, Dawn. Absolutely, because tonight we rejoin with Sir Aglovale and Sir Percivale. For those of you who weren't here last week, Sir Lancelot, the greatest knight in all the realm, Sir Lancelot has gone off. He's lost his mind, ladies and gents. Sir Lancelot was caught with his trousers down, quite literally, in bed with Lady Elaine by his beloved Queen Guinevere. I'll catch you up to speed, Dre. Caught by Guinevere. Caught all of a sudden in the face of his love as he'd been cheating. He claimed that he'd only been with Eleanor because he had been bewitched by cruel sorcery. It was not true, ladies and well, I say it's not true. Perhaps it was true. I don't believe it was true. Either way, once he was confronted with it, he went mad out of his mind and fled, jumped out of one of the windows of Camelot, down into the gardens below, and then ran off, raving like a madman into the wilderness, and no one has seen him since, ladies and gents. All the Knights of the Round Table, in fact, have now gone off in search, scattering to all corners of the realm to see if they can locate Sir Lancelot in his deranged state. Although it has been prophesied, ladies and gents, it has been prophesied that perhaps it will be 2 years until Lancelot is seen by anyone ever again. Still, Percivale and Aglovale have gone off in search of him. Who are Percivale and Aglovale, ladies and gents? Percivale and Aglovale are in fact the 2 surviving sons of King Pellinore. Pellinore, one of the greatest knights that the world had ever seen, was cruelly slain by the evil King Lot upon the banks of the Humber. So letter opener. Despite the fact that Pellinore was slain, his sons went on to prove themselves to be great knights. But what they did do was to go and avenge the death. And the sons of King Lot, Gawain and Gareth, plotted in secret to slay Sir Lamorak the Avenger, and so Sir Lamorak, the son of King Pellinore, was recently slain. 2 brothers survive, ladies and gents, and those 2 brothers now go out into Britain to find Lancelot. And tonight we shall see just how well they do. And when the mother of Aglovale and Percivale was awakened, she sent a squire after her sons who had only just left. And when the squire had overtaken them, they would not allow him to ride with them, and instead sent him home again to comfort their mother, but thanking her that he had sent them with him. And so this squire was benighted, and by misfortune he happened to come to a castle where there dwelled a baron. And so when the squire came to that castle, the lord asked him from whence he came and who he served. "My lord," said the squire, "I serve a good knight who is called Sir Aglovale." And the squire said it to good intent, believing to himself that he would be better off for Sir Aglovale's sake if he announced that name. "Well, my fellow," said the lord of that castle, "for Sir Aglovale's sake you shall have evil lodging. For Sir Aglovale your lord slew my brother, and therefore you shall die in part payment." And then the lord commanded his men to take the squire away and slay him, and so they did. And they pulled him out from the castle and slew him without mercy. And right so on the morning there came Sir Aglovale and Sir Percivale, who rode by a churchyard where men and women were busy. And they beheld the dead squire, and they thought to bury him. "What is there," said Sir Aglovale, "that you behold so fast?" The good man started forth, and he said, "Fair knight, here lieth a squire slain shamefully this night." "How was he slain, fair fellow?" said Aglovale. "My fair man," said the man, "the lord of this castle lodged this squire here this night, and by cause the man said that he was a servant of a good knight who was with King Arthur, and that that knight's name was Sir Aglovale, and therefore the lord commanded to slay him. And so he is dead." "Thank you," said Sir Aglovale, "and you shall see now that his death will be revenged lightly. For I am the same knight for whom this squire was slain. Then Sir Aglovale called unto him Sir Percivale, and he bade him to alight lightly, and so they alit both. And they took their horses to their men, and so they went into the castle. And all soon as they were within the castle gate, Sir Aglovale bade the porter, Go unto your lord, and tell him that I am Sir Aglovale, for whom this squire was slain here this night. Anon the porter told this to his lord, whose name was Goodwin. And anon Goodwin armed himself, and then he came into the court and said, Which of you is Sir Aglovale? Here I am, said Aglovale. For what cause did you slay this night, my mother's squire? I slew him, said Goodwin, because of you. For you slew my brother, Sir Gawain. As for your brother, said Sir Aglovale, I avow that I slew him. For he was a false knight, and a betrayer of ladies and of good knights, and for the death of my squire you shall die. I defy you, said Goodwin. And then they lashed together, eagerly, as if they were two lions, and Sir Percivale, he fought with all the remnant that he could fight. And after a while, Sir Percivale had slain all that would withstand him in the courtyard. For Sir Percivale dealt so his strokes, and they were so rude, that there was no man who might abide him. Within a while, Sir Aglovale had Sir Goodwin at the earth, and there he unlaced his helm and struck off his head. And then they departed and took their horses, and then they let carry the dead squire into a priory, and there they interred him. Halfway through tonight's tale, ladies and gents. Halfway through, Percivale and Aglovale and it's gone quiet. Has it gone quiet now, ladies and gents? It was getting a bit noisy there. He's gone. Gone, Dawn. You're too slow. The bow was loosed. The bow was loosed. You're welcome, Aaron. You're welcome, everyone. Have a big round of applause for everyone. It's just trolling. You have to say, ladies and gentlemen, over the weekend, I was off on the Yorkshire Moors, and I found the most marvellous troll bridge in all the... Actually, no. The most marvellous troll bridge in all the world is actually in Wales, which is so marvellous that I can't even take a picture of it. You need a drone to take a picture. I'll tell you about the troll bridge at the end of tonight's show. At the end of tonight's show, we shall do it. Aaron, I would love to. The problem is, I don't get a signal. The York North Moors, for everywhere around North Yorkshire, is shockingly bad, to the point where I can't even Spotify in the car when I'm going about. It's dire, Alan. I've tried to Instagram out there before, and you're sat there for sort of 10 minutes, and Instagram's going, I might post a picture, I might post it, and then it doesn't. It doesn't. I will post pictures of the troll bridge on Instagram. I will put some up, Danny. It's just when I'm out and about, it's rubbish. No connection, Rabbit. It genuinely is a black spot. In my house, I can only make a phone call if I stand on the landing and point my phone up at the skylight. That's the only way that I can make a phone call. Everything else has to be done on the router. Yeah, when you're wandering around, there is no signal. Which is fun. Well, you can just about get a phone signal sometimes. Internet, no. I only see 3G when I'm in York. Outside of York, 3G is gone. Most of the time I have H or E. I'm not sure what H or E are on my phone, but that's what I get. It's just going by. Anyway, ladies and gents. Anyway, tonight we continue with the rest of the show. H is who knows, Hannah. H is who knows. Badly spelt who knows. Take care, Aaron. It was great of you to drop by. I'll see you soon. H is in heaven. Yes, heaven, as in you're so far out of the reach of the Wi-Fi that you must be in heaven at that point. Goodbye, Aaron. Anyway, let's continue and see what happens now that Aglovale and Sir Percivale have avenged the death of their mother's squire. And when this was done, they rode into many countries, ever inquiring after Sir Lancelot, but never could they hear of him. And at the last they came to a castle that was called Cardican, and there Sir Percivale and Sir Aglovale were lodged together. And privily, about midnight, Sir Percivale came to Aglovale's squire, and he said, "Arise, and make yourself ready, for you and I will ride away secretly." "Sir," said the squire, "I would full fain ride with you wherever you would, but..." "My lord, so your brother will take, he will slay me." "As for that, care not I should warrant." And so Sir Percivale rode until it was afternoon, and then he came to a bridge of stone. And there he found a knight, who was bound with a chain fast about the waist unto a pillar of stone. "O fair knight," said the bound knight, "I require you to loose me of my bonds." "What knight are you?" said Percivale, "and for what cause are you so bound?" "Sir, I shall tell you," said the knight. "I am a knight of the Table Round, and my name is Sir Percivale, and thus by adventure I came this way, and here I lodged in this castle at the bridge foot, and therein dwells an uncourteous lady. And by cause she has proffered me to be her paramour, and I refused her. And so she set her men upon me suddenly, or ever I might come to my weapon, and thus they bound me, and here I know well I shall die. But if some man of worship should break my bands, then..." "Be you of good cheer," said Percivale, "and perhaps because you are a knight of the Round Table as I am, I trust to God that you will break my bounds." And therewith Sir Percivale pulled out his sword and struck at the chain with such a might that he cut the chain apart and through Sir Percivale's hauberk, and it hurt him a little. "Jesus," said Percivale, "that was a mighty stroke as ever I felt one. For had you not been at the chain, you would have slain me." And therewith Sir Percivale saw a knight coming out of a castle, and all that ever he might fling. "Beware, sir," said Sir Percivale. "Yonder comes a man who will have ado with you." "Let him come," said Percivale. And so he met with that knight in the middle of the bridge, and Sir Percivale gave him such a buffet that he smote him quite from his horse and over a part of the bridge. And had not there been a little vessel under the bridge, that knight had been drowned. And then Sir Percivale took the knight's horse, and he made Sir Persides mount upon it, and so they rode to the castle, and bade the lady within to deliver Sir Persides' servant, or else he would slay all that he found within. And so, for fair, she delivered them all. And then was Sir Percivale aware of a lady who stood in that tower. Now, madam, said Percivale, what use and custom is it that a lady should destroy good knights, if they will not be your lovers? Forsooth, this is a shameful custom of a lady, and if I had not a great matter upon my hand right now, I should fordo your evil customs and end them for all. And so Sir Persides brought Sir Percivale into his own castle, and there he made himself great cheer all that night. And on the morn, when Sir Percivale had heard mass and broken his fast, he bade Sir Persides to ride to King Arthur and tell the king how they had met with him, and tell the brother Sir Aglovale how I rescued him. And he bade them to seek them not thereafter, for he was in a quest to seek Sir Lancelot the Lake, said Percivale, and though I seek him, it seems that I cannot find him. But so, tell my brother behind, that I will never see him again in court until I have found Lancelot, and tell Sir Kay the Seneschal and Sir Mordred that I trusted Jesus to be of as great worthiness as either of them, and tell them I shall never forget their mocks and scorns that they did to me the day I was maiden knight, and tell them that I will never see that court again until men speak more worship of me than ever men did of any other knight. And so Sir Persides departed from Sir Percivale, and then he rode to King Arthur and told there of Sir Percivale. And when Sir Aglovale, Percivale's brother, heard him speak, he said, he has departed from me unkindly. There, ladies and gents, Sir Percivale has left his brother Aglovale and has gone off alone to scour Britain in search of Sir Lancelot. It seems that he has been taunted and bullied by the other knights of the Round Table to the point where he does not wish to return until he can prove himself to be a great knight once more. And so, ladies and gents, so we shall rejoin with Percivale tomorrow as he continues upon his great and noble quest. Yes, he has been trolled, Dawn, trolled indeed. You're very much welcome, Rabbith. And that was me knocking over the iPad. You're very, very much welcome on that. Wonderful to see you all. I do apologise for all the noise that we had this evening. We did take a tumble, Dawn, but you know the important thing is that we get back up after the tumbles. That's good luck. It was just so much. You sat there going that, and then just trying to. I have to say, Periscope's new feature where you can swipe. You click on a comment, and then you swipe left and right until you find the person who's causing the trouble, is a very, very welcome feature. A very welcome feature. Yes, hang on to Dawn, Rabbit. Hang on to Dawn, while Simon just scrolls through. They're such a pain. Such a pain, Dawn. But hey-ho. Hey-ho. The important thing is that the important people get saved. Done. That's it. As long as the important people get saved, I think I just need to do a better job of spotting the warning signs before the show starts and putting an end to it there and then. It's what we need. As long as, that's it. As long as we keep Dawn safe, Dawn, I'm having a good night as long as you guys are here. That's it. As long as you guys are here and we can have a nice chat, I am happy. Anyway, the Troll Bridge in Wales. In Wales, there is a bridge called the Devil's Bridge. It's a wonderful bridge, Devil's Bridge. It is, in fact, 5 bridges stacked on top of each other, which were built at various points in time and then reinforced as the road needed to carry on heavier and heavier weights. And so you've got this gorgeous bridge over a ravine, and I couldn't take a picture of it last time as I didn't have a good enough camera on me. When I go back, I'll take a zoom lens so I can get in there and do it. There are pictures of it. There are pictures of Devil's Bridge in Wales. It's awesome. It's near Aberystwyth. Which, if you can spell that, Dawn, if you can spell Aberystwyth, if only I could comment on my own show so I could spell Aberystwyth for you. Can somebody spell Aberystwyth for Dawn? It's Aberystwyth. I think it's that. Aberystwyth. I think that's Aberystwyth. But I could be wrong. But I think... There we go! Danny's in there with Aberystwyth. Danny's there. Danny's got it sorted. That's it. Aberystwyth. In Wales. Devil's Bridge. 5 bridges stacked on top of each other. It used to be where highwaymen hung out as well. And there's a little cave where the highwaymen used to live. It's fantastic. But that is the Troll Bridge to end all troll bridges. That is where the periscope troll lives. Not at all. Not at all. But that's Wales, Dawn. Wales is full of some delightful place names that you just have to learn from other people speaking them. I can't look at... Well, I can't speak Welsh, so when I look at the place names, I do need someone to pronounce it for me. But Aberystwyth, wonderful, wonderful part of the world. Devil's Bridge. Anyway, ladies and gents, need to close down this scope and open it up again because I had promised you guys for some time, I have promised you guys that I would go and do some Oscar Wilde on Poetry Live. Tonight is the night, ladies and gents. Oscar Wilde on Poetry Live, coming up in a few minutes' time.